guys, it's Jessica from expressionsvinyl.com, and today I want to show you 3 big secrets to become a weeding pro. So let's get started. The first secret is your tools. You don't need to go to the craft store and buy the whole slew of all the tools that they have. You just need a few. So our first one is this Siser weeder. It's got a really sharp point that you can pick out the middles, and I'm going to show you how I do that. So I've got most of this weeded here, and I'm just going to pick out the middles of my letters that need weeded. And this is really sharp and just hooks right in and makes it super easy. The next tool I have here is a folding utility knife, and you can get this at any hardware store. It's got a blade in it that you can change. And I am just going to use this to trim off my edges. I also use it for weeding, so you can use it for lots of ways. The third tool we have is our self-healing mat. And this is helpful when we're using our knife or using our poker. If it pokes all the way through, you don't want to ruin your table. So a self-healing mat is really handy to have. Our next secret is the weeding box. And as you can tell on this one, I've got a box around. And I'll show you on this one too. So this is something that I have created in my software, either in Cricut Craft Room or Silhouette Studio, and I'll show you how to do that now. First, I'm going to show you how to make the weeding box if you're using a Cricut. So I've got my Cricut software open here, and I've dropped in my image that I want to cut. Now I need to create the weeding box around it. So I'm going to click over here on Insert Shapes, and I'm going to click on the square. And if I were to take this square and move it around, it stays a square no matter what. But if I go over here to Edit, this little lock guy comes up, and I am going to unlock him just by clicking on that lock box. Now I can move it and make it any shape I want. So I'm going to drag this up, and I just want to cover up this image so my square around it is just a little bit bigger. Okay, now I'm going to show you, if I were to go over and push cut, it's got me on 2 different mats. So I want them to be on the same mat. So I'm going to click out of this and go back to my designing page. And in order for these to be on the same mat, they need to be the same color. So if I click on the world as your canvas, click on my layers, and then click on this image layer, I'm going to make it black. And then I'm going to click on my square, and I am going to change the color of this to black as well. So now these are both black. So now I go over to cut, and now they're showing up on the same canvas. And I am just going to drag this right on top of my square so they will cut together. And this nice square is going to cut around my image to make the weeding box. So now I would just click go on my Cricut and it'll cut it out. Now let's go over to the Silhouette Studio software. And I'm going to show you how to make a weeding box in here. So I've got my Give Thanks letters that I've dropped in. And I'm just going to click up here on Draw a Rectangle. And I'm just going to draw a rectangle around it. These red lines are where it's going to cut, where my machine is going to cut. So I'm just going to tighten those up a little bit so I'm not wasting material. And then click on both of them, put it up here in the corner, and then I'm ready to send it to my Silhouette machine. So making weeding boxes is super simple. Okay, so now that you guys know how to make that square, I'm going to show you the reasons you need it. It makes it really a lot easier to have that nice edge to start at and weed around your letters. You can also use it after you trim around. Everything is nice and square. You can use it for lining up your projects or for layering. So that is secret number 2. Secret number 3 is cutting your vinyl as you go. So I'm going to show you how I do that. So if I peel this up and I just trim the vinyl that I don't need anymore as I go, then I have a lot less in my hand to work with. So if I had a really big piece, it's really nice to just trim around as I'm weeding that out. So those are our 3 big secrets: tools, weeding box, and cutting as you go. Then you can be a weeding ninja just like me. Thanks for watching, guys. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below. And if you want more tips and tricks like this, subscribe to our channel.